Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today we are going to see a new question in our DSA in Python playlist. The question is based on hash map only. It is called isomorphic strings. Now, this is an easy level question only. So let's see the problem description now. In this question we have been given two strings, okay, S and T, and we need to determine if they are isomorphic or not. Now what is an isomorphic string? Okay, in this string what happens, let's say we have here egg and add. So even though if we replace this A with E with A and G with D's, okay, so we will be getting this string only, right? So what it basically is, the character that is occurring in the S string, it should be occurring in the same way in the T string also. Like let's say we have TITLE title, okay, and let's say we have another word, anything, let's say, okay. So now this T is occurring on the 0th index and then we have a T on the first index, right? In the same way we have P on the 0th index and sorry, this is second index, and P in the second index. So this T and P both are occurring on the same indexes at the same time, right? Therefore this is and it is not necessary that the characters have to be similar, okay. Now this I that I have it, the index for that is also same. L also has the same indexes. If instead of this, if we had F and L here, then also it was not an issue. Only the characters that are occurring, it should be occurring in the same order and same number of times, okay. So now let's say we have B, okay, and add. So this B is occurring one time and A is occurring one time. So till now the answer is true, okay. After that we see that we have E occurring once and D is also occurring once on the first index and first index. Then again we see that E is occurring on the second index. In the same way D is also occurring on the second index. Now although the words, both the strings are different, but the like the order in which the characters are occurring and the number of times they are occurring is same. So this is an isomorphic string. Now this is the basic idea of isomorphic string. In this we have been told that if we replace, okay, now let's say we have egg here and we replace this E with A, okay, in the same order we have D, okay. So we replace this G with D, and since G is occurring twice, so this D should also occur twice, one after the other, okay. So this D is also occurring in the same order. So this will form an isomorphic string. Now how do we solve this problem, right? What is the approach? Now we are seeing that this character that we are having, it is occurring on the same indexes, right? If A is occurring on the 0th index and we have another character in the another string at the 0th index, what I mean by that is, if we have PIPE, okay, and we have KITE, kite, okay. Now this P is occurring on the 0th index and on the second index, but the K that we have here, it is occurring on the 0th index, but it is not occurring on the second index, right? Therefore this will not form an isomorphic string. So it basically is, the character need not be similar, but the character that is occurring once and occurring again in the second index, it should be similar, okay. So that is the basic idea. Now what we can do here to solve the problem, right? So let's say we start the iteration here. So we start from 0 and we will go till less than n. Now before that we will check, for the first condition that we will check is that the length of S and T should be same, okay. If the length will be same, then only we will be able to check if the characters are similar or not, right? So for that reason what we will do, we will check if length of S is equals to T or not. If it is equal, then we will move forward, right? So what we will do, since the length is same, it will not matter, we can use the length of any S or T. Now we will start checking, okay. What we will start checking now, that the character that we have on the ith index in S, okay, S of I, okay. So before that, in order to like store the indexes, since we need to store the indexes, so we will use dictionary. Okay, so we will be using dictionary 1 and dictionary 2. One will be storing the like indexes for S, and the other one will be storing for T. Now what we will do, we will check if the dictionary at S of I is like the value is not equal to the dictionary that is, so it will not be S here, it will be T. So if this both are not equal, then we will be returning false from here only. Why? Because now let's say for an example we have PIP, the previous example only, and KITE. Okay, so at the 0th index we have pipe. So after this what we will do, we will we will keep storing the indexes. Okay, so here what we will do, we will store the index value of, so here we will be storing, so we have stored the index for S. In the same way we will store the index for T also. And now what will happen, let's say we have P here. Okay, so now what happens, this P that we have, it will be stored in the dictionary as P and 0. In the same way we will be storing for K also. Now we will come to I, right? So what will happen, this I that we have, now it will be storing 1 here. In the same way I here will be storing 1. Now we will again come across P here, right? So what will happen, before assigning the value, what we are checking, if these are equal or not. Now what will happen, this T will be assigned to 2, but the previous value means T is new, right? It is not existing in the dictionary, right? So what will happen, now this P, it is storing the value as 0, and this T is not existing in the dictionary, right? So therefore from here only we will return false. So this is the basic idea of what we have to do, right? So here what we are doing, we are trying to check the existing values in the dictionary, and if we are not seeing the same index values, then we are returning false. Otherwise, once we have completely iterated through the loop, then we will return true from here, because since there was no condition where the indexes went different, therefore we will be returning true. So now let's move on to the code editor and we will write the code there. So let's see the code now. As we saw, what we will do, first we will check the length. Okay, so let's calculate the length. If length of S is not equal to length of T, then we will simply return false. Okay, so now we will take two dictionary, D1 and D2. After this what we will do, we will start iterating in the dictionary using, let's take the length of S only. Now what will happen, we will check if the value is existing in both the dictionary are on the same index or not, right? So now in the previous scenario we saw, right, that P was existing in the dictionary but T was not, and if we are directly trying to access those values using the square brackets, it will give us an error. So in order to avoid that, we will use get function, because if we are not able to find any values using that key, so it will simply return none. Okay, so we will use that only. Therefore what we will do, if D1 of D1 dot get S of I, okay, is not equals to D2 dot get T of I. So we are getting the two values, right? And we will check if it is not equal, then we will simply return false. Now after this we will have to keep storing the values, right? So for that what we will do, we will store the values. D of S of I is equals to I, and D2 of T of I is equals to I. out of this loop, if we are not getting any such value which are not equal, which are unequal, and returning false from there only, therefore it will mean that those strings are isomorphic. So out of this loop we will return true. Now let's try to run this code. So the sample test cases have passed. Let's try to submit it. So this code has been accepted. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful, and I will be adding few more questions in the arrays playlist. Okay, arrays playlist, as well as I will be adding those questions in the DSI in Python playlist also. You can access those from there, and that's it. So in order to continue with me in this coding journey, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you will be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you for watching.